Hi guys! Today's video is going to be a satisfying slime colouring video, and I still have my $2,000 cash giveaway going on. If you want to enter, I'll leave a link in the description. It's free and international, and I hope that you enjoy this video. So first up we have a rainbow slime palette, and I saw Mooncossin doing one of these a long while ago. It was really cool. It was clay based, and I tried to make all of mine clay, but I actually ran out of clay by the end of this, so I actually had some of them that were glossy, but I found this gave a really nice textural difference. As you can see, the clays were really soft, and all the colours were super vibrant, so when I was adding them in, I decided to make a colour wheel. And by this, I just meant that by the gradient, I was just kind of whirling them around, so when I was mixing them up, we wouldn't just get one layer of colour, it would be a ton of them, and this is what it looked like. Next up, we're going to be adding food colouring into Cloud Slime, and Cloud Slime is my favourite because they suspend the colours, but it doesn't really get on your fingers, so all the transfer goes onto the clouds for some reason, and it's so much fun. As you can see here, the colours change really gradually and then turn super vibrant at the end, so it's really satisfying. Next up we have another version of a slime palette, and this is actually a paint mixing palette that I found on eBay. I think it was like 2 for £2, which is like $3, so it was a really good price, and this is actually super mini slime in the middle. This was inspired by an Instagram user, as for all of these methods actually, so I'm going to leave everyone's in the description, and please go and check them all out. Another trend I've been seeing floating around Instagram so much is getting felt pens and then just drawing on a plate, and for some reason it doesn't like stick to the plate and colour it, it just sticks to the slime when you add it to it. So I decided to add this in two ways. I added two different types of colours, and one of them was done with swirls and one of them was done with scribbles. And I also used different slimes, so this one was really fluid, it wasn't particularly thick, it was just a really basic clear slime, and I found that as soon as I added in the pen colours it would mix in. But with the putty, it kind of made this like, it looked like I'd drawn directly on the slime rather than drawing on the plate, and it kind of held the lines in suspension, so I really liked the effect of it on the putty. Typically I don't really like putty, but I thought this might happen, so I decided to try it out with this, and it was so much fun. And like you can see here, it just worked a lot better with this method. I don't know who made this. I really want to know who like inspired this whole trend. I've been seeing a load of videos on Instagram, but no one actually seems to be credited, so if you guys know, do let me know and I'll put that in the description. When I first joined slime, everyone was doing this, but I recently saw Snoop doing this and it made me so nostalgic of the 2017 slime era, so I decided to make another one. And this is a clear slime with kind of like a rainbow semicircle around it in food dye. I always find these so therapeutic to watch. It's something about them going really slowly in front of you and then being able to speed it up on the computer and seeing all the fun bits. The colour ended up being really gross, so I got super worried about it, and then I did what I always do when I have a gross colour, and this is to add pigment. This only ever works in clear slime for some reason. White slimes just completely drown the colour out. So I added it in and it made it into a super nice army green metallic colour. It was so nice. I love this colour and it just saved the slime. Which takes me on to my next favourite slime colouring method, which is using pigments. And I used two. One of them was the PURLEY one, which a lot of slime shops use. So if you ever are really in need of a pigment slime but they're sold out, do look on there because they have a ton. And then this one, I think I just got off Amazon. It was a really cheap one, but it's so, so gorgeous. Another huge trend I've been seeing on Instagram recently is using food dye on water slimes. And I actually had a really thick water slime. I wish I didn't. I wish it was really, really thin, just because it would have been cool to see what would have happened. But when I was adding this, I just found I added a bit too much food dye. I think if I was doing this again, firstly, I wouldn't add it to a really thick slime, and I'd also use one that was like much less pigmented in the food colorings, because it just came out looking like a swamp. So typically I went in with my little PURLEY this pearl colouring again, and this turned out so pretty. The colour doesn't show how beautiful it is. It looked like a super really nice emerald. I actually just kept this to play with it. Normally I throw away jiggly slimes, but this was so beautiful, and I'm really enjoying just putting my hand in there and seeing what it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.